everybody, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm your hostess, Susan. I'd like to welcome you to my kitchen. First off, I want to say thank you to our 300 subscribers. Y'all really are rocking my world. I can't believe it's only been a little over a week since we hit 200. So I want to thank you very much for doing that for us. Your subscription means the world to us. You liking, subscribing, commenting, and hitting the bell helps us so much. It helps me understand the things that y'all like and the content that you like, and it also helps with the analytics of YouTube. So I appreciate that. Well, we have reached the week of our birthday, and today I'm making a Hershey's Cocoa chocolate cake, and you can find the recipe on the back for the cake and the frosting. I like to put the frosting on hot while the cake's hot, and it gives it a nice glaze, and it's really rich and chocolatey, which is what we love. So I'm going to pull the camera in closer, and we're going to go through this recipe together. And you never want to overbeat your cake batter. You want to get air in it and get all the ingredients mixed, but you do not want to overbeat it. And this is good exercise for me because of the ankylosing spondylitis. It helps me to loosen up my right shoulder. And it's a loose batter. You'll see when I pour it into my 9x13 greased pan. It is very loose. Do not worry about it being loose because it's going to bake into a fine cake. And there we go. We're going to put this in the oven. It says to bake for 30 to 35 minutes at 350 degree oven. So I'm going to take care of that. And we'll be back a little later to frost it. Make the frosting and the frosting. My timer's going off. I've got the cake out of the oven. I see a few little white spots of flour where I didn't get it quite mixed up the second time around, but that's okay. And I started a toothpick in the middle and it came out clean. So This cake is very hot. I've got my frosting ready. And I just start by putting blobs of frosting on the cake so it can come together. And this is going to be like a fudge frosting when it's melted. You know, this is real life. We cook, we make mistakes. We use what we have on hand. Like my mixing bowl was broken. So, that's just a part of life, y'all. We're not perfect. If we were perfect, we'd be God. And I'm just about got all that frosting out of here. I'd say that's a pretty good job of getting the frosting out. And I'm just going to kind of let that sit there and melt a little bit. And I'll be back in a few minutes. And I'll show you how I frost it. Okay, it's been a few minutes. It hasn't been that long, maybe 5 minutes. And it's starting to soften up. You can see it's getting where it's spreadable a little bit. And I'm just going to keep working this until it's ready to spread. That's why I used the melted butter. I didn't really care that it was going to be hot butter going into this frosting. But I'm just going to keep spreading it until it spreads over the whole cake. And this will be like a fudge, like a really good fudgy cake. It's starting to come together a little bit. I'm being real gentle with it because I don't want to tear my cake. I want this frosting to do its work without me tearing up the cake. I'm working on getting it in the corners because I want the whole cake covered. I don't want any cake showing because that's what seals in that moisture of the cake. So this is a really good moist cake. It turns out really good, flavorful. You don't need a whole lot of it. And it's going to continue to melt. Now my pan may not look pretty because I burnt the cake batter on it. When I finish this cake off, we will set it in the sink full of hot water. Well, we'll set it in the sink with hot water in it and soap. I'll dump all that out and I'll sprinkle baking soda on it before I clean it. And it will come out looking like a brand new pan. And I use a plastic scrubber to scrub it because it's glass. We can get this middle part still looking kind of crackly. It's just about there, y'all. And we're just going to let it sit and cool. And then it'll go into the refrigerator. And my husband and I can have a little cake tonight with our supper and run our sugar up a little bit. But, you know, your birthday only comes once a year. Okay, it's just about ready. Okay, y'all, it is cooling. It is starting to firm up. You can see the frosting over here has actually started crystallizing on me. And it will continue to cool, and once it's cooled, I'll put the plastic wrap over it, and we will put it in the refrigerator until later. I want to thank all our subscribers for being here. We love you. Thank you for those that haven't subscribed yet. I hope that you will like our content, that you will like and subscribe to us and hit the bell. Please comment below if you have any prayer requests, or you can send it to me privately in my email address that's linked in the description box. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to my hubby. Bye, y'all.